talking about things that are tangential to this, like.
All right, I've been watching some Rune Slinger, some fresh Rune Slinger, and I want to discuss. I just, you know what? I was listening to his video and I realized that I miss the vlogging, I miss the gaming, I miss the RPG, and it's a video. It's a nice, like a end of the year kind of, before Christmassy holiday season video where he just express how he feels about vlogging and I mean nowadays, like the recent conversation with Red Dice Diaries, Robert the narrator, Ivan Mike Complex Game Apologist in himself and all that, and all these people who Doomguard and Eric Bloat, and I don't even know these names, most of them, but it looks like there's something going on. I actually did some videos, you know, last week. But he says in his video that the conversation is good and that it's interesting nowadays because it's, it's kind of okay to talk about taste and to come back to the older style of conversation we used to have on in the brigade and on YouTube and all that. And to me, I mean, it is an issue because it's been recently at least an issue for me because what makes it hard for me to go back to talking about RPG is because I feel like I have nothing to say. Of course, there's a fundamental reason for that is because I don't game nowadays. It's been a long time that I haven't played. Almost a year. I mean, I actually play seriously, like almost a year. And not that I didn't try, it just never worked out. Just never worked out either for me or in terms of the group people, cancellations and all kind of stuff. So it just fell into the cracks, and I just just didn't do it. But I was listening to that video and it inspired me just to talk about stuff, and so you know uh, what is my personal struggle nowadays. My personal struggle right now is to understand my relationship to gaming. My relationship to gaming, to the hobby in general, is affected by how I feel nowadays. I am in really bad situation. I don't have a good mood. I don't have my life is all crazy, all messed up, and therefore what happens is that my focus, my energy, my mojo is not into gaming. And I realized that it's almost like an erratic like relationship we have with this hobby. It's almost like we need to give love, we need to give passion, we need, it's really erratic in Freudian sense of the term. And so therefore right now, like all that energy, all that passion, that love is outside. It doesn't go into gaming, it goes everywhere else, and it tries to grasp on something, and and I go crazy. So whenever I look at an RPG book, I almost taste it in my throat. Like I feel it. I feel it in my chest, like this warmth. Like I'm watching it. I'm watching some RPG videos. Sometimes I feel like I pick up the phone and just, pick up the phone. I'm sorry, it's a song that keeps on playing everywhere. But so yeah, so it just but I just don't get it. I just don't have the courage to organize a game, organize people, structure a play, and I just go, what? You know what? Fuck that. I'm just gonna go see some people. I'm just gonna hang out with some people and just have a blast. So I just don't. And it's so right now I'm in this process of trying to understand, my relationship to it. Oh, before I go everywhere, before I keep going, people have been trying to answer comments, and for some reason my YouTube is messed up. I can't answer a comment. There's a red banner that appears and it says something like can't answer, can't respond, or something like that. And I just can't answer many of the great comments I've read. So I'm really sorry about that. If someone knows, please let me know what I can do to solve that issue. But anyway, so yeah, so I am in this process, and I don't want to force it. I tried. Really sorry. I tried many times to do so. I tried to trigger that passion, that interest, and get back into it, and just I was listening to Ivan Mike yesterday talking about his what was the name? It was about Ivan Mike. I have something I want to answer to you, man. I was really like, come on, man. All right, so this is a huge critique I'm gonna throw at you. Please give me an answer if you may. I said to you that you're too politically correct in some of your video. I said you don't want to argue, and you were soft in that sense, don't want to take position. And so you gave me an answer to that, and but there is something I didn't like in that answer, is that you rapidly split the pie in two and you compare taking position as trolling. And I didn't like that, because it's not trolling, right? I mean, you basically said, I don't want to become a troll because so I want to listen to people, I want to hear people. So and yeah, I'm not sure, maybe I didn't understood right, that I watched once, but it seemed to me like there was either you are super politically correct and you don't want to argue and all that, and that's the best way to go on the internet because too many people are trolling, which is okay. Yeah, a lot of trolls out there, but taking position and arguing for your position, making statements and defending your position is not trolling. So I don't see why it has to be one or another. So I just want to say that to you. If you listen to your video, I think it sounds like that a little bit. So you're scared of becoming a troll, so you don't take position. That's that doesn't work like that. I don't agree with that at all. But anyway, I just want to let you know. I'm listening, because I can't comment. I'm listening. Anyway, thanks for the response. So that's my struggle right now, and I don't know how I'm gonna get out of it. I really don't see when or how. I remember back in the days I was listening to videos of people saying that they've been on hiatus of gaming for 5 years, or they've been on hiatus of gaming for like 4 years, 6 years, whatever. And I couldn't understand. I couldn't get it. I couldn't grasp why they would stop for so long and stuff. And now I see the thing is that the passion is so powerful. We have so much love for that shit, that when you get out of it for some reason, it's hard to get back, kind of thing. It might be what's happening to me right now. It's hard for me to get back. I have issues. I have difficulty to get back into vlogging. Just simple vlog like that. I have difficulty to go back into gaming. Just take out the books, take out the pen and papers, take out the dice, take the whole thing, spread it on the table, organize people online, get people together, trying to play, trying to learn new rules. It's a lot of energy. You need to have a lot of really good disposition to go down that rabbit hole. I mean, your mind has to be right, like super super right. You need to be tight. You need to be. You need to have time. You need to have that will. Damn. It's funny. I'm listening to you and I'm watching Moonslinger on the screen at the same time. You know, the one of the things though with the vlogging is that the community. It's the community, right? The people give you that love. The more video you watch, the more love you get, the more energy you have, and willingness to pull into the thing. And you know, I think that if I want to get back into the hobby, I need to be a player, and I need to be a lazy fucking ass player. I would need people to organize everything for me, and I just have to show for a couple hours, like 3 hours, and just to give a small performance with a group of really good people. I would need to start low, the lowest of the lowest. To me, the lowest of the lowest in this hobby is the lazy ass player. This is the lowest you can be. The lazy ass player who just don't do shit, don't organize shit. People have to call him for him to show up and doesn't do much, just ride the boat. That's the lowest of the lowest to me. It's not the same as a super good player who help others to make it good. You know, there's better and there's worse. So the lowest to me is that. I am that right now. I am the lowest of the lowest. I would be the dirty, lazy ass fuck. And I would need that to go up. You know? I would need that to go up. Maybe that's why there is these kind of individuals in this hobby. It's not because they're you know, poor individuals, you know, like who has no skills. Maybe they are like me right now, right? Maybe they don't have the disposition, but they try so hard, and then you have this super primed up, passionate guy who is in a really good mood, in the best moment of his life. So now he's the GM, he's organizing everything, or he's the super player who organizes everything for everybody, you know. And you gotta give this poor bastard a chance, right? Get back into the motion. So, you know, it's really humbling to go down that road. When I entered this hobby, I entered like a train. I was going in the train yard, and I was like, I was coming at it like for all angle at the same time, reading books and vlogging every day, 2 or 3 videos a day. Like, I was on fire. I was crazy for a couple of years, for like 3 years. And then it started to regulate as my understanding grows, and now I'm just out of it. I'm out of it because life, right? Because we hear that excuse all the time, but it's real. It's really real. And so I would start low. That's what I would need right now. Something really simple, like really basic. I'd probably be able to play a complicated game, but I mean a simple setup, like every 2 weeks, 3 hours, you know, straightforward. So yeah, but I'm still I don't know. I really don't know what's gonna happen. I'm lost, right? In terms of gaming theory, I'm listening to all these guys beating that dead horse. You know, I mentioned that in my video when some people made a comment about it. You know, beating the dead horse, and Null Inquisitor made a great comment. So I want to answer that to you, Seb, at the same time, because I can't answer comments. But yeah, we need to beat those horses again, right? We never stop beating that horse. So. Because we keep growing, because there's no truth, there's no answer. Otherwise, you go into dogmatism, right? So I'm listening to, in terms of game theory, I don't feel right now that I can bring something interesting to the table because I don't play, and people repeat themselves a lot in the videos. So a lot has been said. I made a huge, you know, 3 video synthesis with the Holy Trinity. So that synthesis killed my vibe. I mean, in a lot of sense, because that synthesis brought it down to really simple principles. And man, so right now, every time I hear a comment, I'm putting in a category. I synthesize it. That's what it means. You're telling me that I need to talk to the player, or you're telling me that I need to find the right game, and that's what you're telling me. So it's the same. I'm kind of fucked a little bit. I need to go beyond. So like I said, you know, we discussed it already. Going beyond that is taste and reviews and, you know, sharing experiences. That's what it is. So game theory, I'm listening. You know, like one of the guys who I'm listening the most is Adam Coble, but he keeps on repeating himself all the time. These three things, keeps on repeating it all the time. Even if it's interesting, it always comes down to that. So I don't know what's up. You know, what's next. Talking about starts. I don't want to go into psychologization. I don't know how you guys say that in English, but talking about cognitive stuff and how you can get better at using your narrative skills and shit, and becoming a conversation about psychology. I don't think that's where I want to go. I want to go downer, you know, instead of going higher in the ideas. I want to go more into like, hey, I had this game last night. It was cool for that reason. You know, that's a little bit more where I'd like to push the thing. I think discussing games, discussing taste and interest. That's where the conversation should go, I think. Sharing passion about games, about settings, about stories. Yeah. It seems to me like in some of the vloggers that stayed is people like me, like who criticize a lot. Right now, it feels to me like you have the live games, so a lot of them, and you have I don't see much reviews. Maybe I don't watch the right channels, but I see a lot of you know, guy like you know, like having my complex game, same Runeslinger, Red Dice Diaries. You do a lot of stuff, but like these guys, I mean, they do what I do as well, like criticizing and asking questions and you know, theorizing stuff, and it seems to me like these guys, this is the kind of vlogging that's happening right now, but it doesn't used to be like that. It used to be people asking questions and sharing their experiences to understand better. It feels to me like right now it's like analysis, like more analytical and critical. It's not a bad thing. It's just something that I seem to notice. Yeah. Anyway, so this is a long ass video. Just want to share where I'm at right now. My analysis of the vlogging and in terms of hobby, I can't talk much about games because I don't play. So yeah, that's just too bad. So if someone knows how I can correct, you know, set my commenting thing issue on YouTube, please let me know. Thank you for watching. I wish you all great holidays. I don't know if I'm gonna do some more video. Maybe I'm gonna do one right after this one. I'm gonna try I don't know. I'm gonna try to talk about something else just to see if I can talk about some RPG, just straight RPG. Maybe. We'll see. Talk to you soon.